Now. Come on, there we are. What I've been waiting for. Just claim that, and then I can immediately get that one next time. Cleansing Light. All I want from this is for the puppet to be gone for good. That's all I want. And how ironic, you say you got an ad for it. So have I on my tablet, which is how I look at the chat. So, all I want is for A to rule Inazuma as herself. I'd like to learn more about her sister. I'd like to learn more about her old friends. I'd like to see an actual Fox Miko. But just don't make the Traveler somehow win via bullshit against her. That's like the biggest fear I have when it comes to this. So if they somehow give a poor reason and make it so we're able to beat a god, I will judge, and I will judge harshly, because there is no way in hell we should be able to. Now let's bloody go. We win by offering her Dark Milk. Valid. You know what? I take that over the idea of believing that we somehow overpower her. Any day. Bribery is a valid method. On a serious note, though, I kind of assume that it's going to be A's willpower versus the puppet, because she has no reason as herself to go against us like that and to take such a form. But hey, we'll see. We'll see. I'd assume it's going to be Makoto's wish that maybe makes her think, okay, I should be doing this myself. Come on.
Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Where's A? I don't care about you.
Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that...
A traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
Doesn't that mean it's probably really bad?
Indeed, as ever.
No spoilers, please. I appreciate the reassurance. Just please don't spoil anything, anyone. There's people who are in the moderation team who have already played this, so if there are spoilers, they'll catch them, and I trust them to. Just, I want this blind. I love A as a character. I don't want them to ruin this for me.
I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help?
Bottom one.
Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Hounds are attacking the roots of the sacred sakura nearby Mount Yogo in great numbers.
Greatly appreciated, and yeah, Doggo's attacking Mount Yuga. Is Miko murdering them, considering what her character demo's dialogue implies?
Rift Hounds? On Narukami Island?
They're usually a bit further off, but there's nothing to say that they can't appear here.
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers with great aggression and a clear target.
Sorry, real life stuff.
The sacred sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already?
One thing to keep in mind, though, the fact that Rift Hounds are attacking that tree, normally it keeps away corruption, so the fact that enemies are going anywhere near it bodes badly for Inazuma. It's like, we all know about the ritual of cleansing if you did most of the quests around the area in the first update for Inazuma, so there's that.
Good. Then you can see that this case is very urgent indeed.
I'm just waiting for Yaimiko to just absolutely obliterate whatever it is. Or for A to do it, but would A really care about it that much?
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, the Ashura Commission asked for this task, Paimon. Shut up!
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred Sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Town's attacks, they are finding it difficult to defend against them.
That's fair enough, I suppose. Like, we know that the tree is spreading out a lot. Like, it's across most of the islands. You can see sections of it coming out. The Thunder Sakura branches off from this big tree.
Their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to eliminate the monsters.
Valid. After all, that is their damn job. If they fail at protecting the civilians, then what good are they for? They already got corruption in them and misleading the Shogun, who threatened to murder some of them for it.
The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Towns has failed to substantially ameliorate the situation.
Time to make some whelps yelp, or I'll send the pooches packing. This one's less offensive for me.
You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease.
I'm hoping that Venti will be in 2.6. I'm still waiting to get him. Meanwhile, I'm hoping Kazuha will come back soon. 2.6 or 2.7. I need that boy. I intentionally missed out on him to get A, and I've got her at C4 and her weapon, so that says a lot about how much I invested into the woman. But I did want Kazuha when he came out. I just prioritized. Now, though, that she's very beefy, give me the animo boy who I actually really enjoy.
I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Town appearances have been recently reported. I hope you won't encounter too much trouble overcoming them.
Are you sure Paimon even has brain cells? Well, characters have already implied, like, the community theorized this ages ago. I already, like, thought this a long time ago. The moment I saw the Unknown God and saw Paimon's design, it was very clear that there's some sort of connection. Either that, or there's the chance that she's linked to the Sealies, but the Abyss Watcher we came across recently, they had a lot to say on the matter of who we trust, didn't they?
Relax. We'll be back before you can say Ad Astra Abyssos.
I don't know if we'll be that quick, but Maya should make some quick work of them. Let's go.
The sacred Sakura's in danger again, huh? Who'd have thought? Keeping the sacred Sakura safe was Kazari's greatest
Oh.
win.
No! I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Fine. It's only Paimon dialogue. It's not like it was his. Then I'd be upset. Let's go.
Transitory. Talk to the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled.
What? Another bad one? No, let me try again.
Okay, the connection's dipping because of the Wi-Fi, and it's to do with the weather. How wonderful, yay. Definitely what we all wanted. Definitely what I wanted after a long day. Come on. frame rate. Come on.
What? Another
Okay.
bad one?
That seems okay. A little more stable. Why the fuck didn't I use the... 1 second, let's just land somewhere. This. Fast travel to... This is a lot closer. I don't need to go to it. Jeez, YouTube did not like Paimon's dialogue being skipped. Oh well. What a shame, huh? Because Paimon's opinion is the most important one, right? It's not like I want A to show up or anything. No. Why would that be way more important to me?
They're attacking the sacred sakura! Stop them!
Okay. That was unintentional. Don't worry.
Now you shall perish.
Come on.
I'm going in.
Come on out, right now.
Too close.
Let's light it up.
Witness the power of Gowak.
Know my sword. Shine down.
Okay.
Torn to oblivion.
Get out of my damn face.
No wonder the Tenryou Commission needed help. Come on, Traveler, you can take them.
Emerge.
Let me
Okay, I'm gonna have to adjust to
outline
how far she moves. Hopefully the frame stayed fine during that. If we can't handle puppies, then I'm disappointed.
torn to oblivion.
Oh! Okay. Hiya!
Shogun? Wait, no. Could also be A.
BA, come on.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah! Hell yeah!
It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Yeah, it has been a while. Good to see you. Please don't murder me.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right?
Yes.
You sure made short work of them. That was amazing.
She's a god! What did you expect? What are you doing out here, or what brings you out this time? Out this
I'm
time.
making early preparations for what is to come.
And what's to come?
Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past.
And it's a massive shame, but some people really didn't like that, despite it was the only proper time we've interacted with you as an individual, instead of the Raiden Shogun. Which I still think is incredibly stupid of them, but hey!
Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Yes! Now rule as yourself, that's all I want.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself?
Then what are you exactly here for?
Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds.
It's interesting that she's just casually walking around and she's like, why the hell are things attacking my tree?
I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you.
How convenient we came across her. I will stand by this, and this will always be an issue I'll probably have with how Genshin involves its story. The Traveler has no reason to be involved in quite a lot of the characters' events. I understand their journey, yes. Character quests, though, unless they're exclusively asked for help, I kind of feel like some of the characters would go to other people who live in their respective regions for these interactions rather than the traveller themselves. But I understand that they're basically the self-insert, and if they don't have a way into the story, then neither do we, unless the writers got clever with how they involve us. So I'll take it, but it doesn't mean I'm happy about it. But the Commission and adventurers can deal with the monsters. It doesn't seem like a matter needing the Archon's attention. It depends on what the significance of the tree is to her. Because there's a chance it's the tree that was shown in the cutscene involving her and her sister. Unless it was planted after that point.
If the Shogun, rather than I, were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission.
To be fair, that's valid. But at the same time, the tree is really important. If anything, we've got proof that the Tri-Commission can't handle it because, hey, guess what happened? We had to do the riot cleansing instead of people connected to the region.
But Rift Hounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
Aww. Don't worry, we'll massacre them.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely.
Thank you, game, for the lore.
The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rift Hounds were always their advance guard.
Because Zhongli can't stop them!
Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts.
Yeah, counter ya.
So you've heard of it too?
Yes.
That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one.
I don't know about that. I think anyone would be defensive over their home. Especially when it's the last remaining thing they have of their connections.
But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together.
Yes!
From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby. All of them must be eliminated.
Take care to the person who's gone. Or going.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace Company. Having someone uber powerful on your team kind of makes you feel invincible, doesn't it?
Until they try to kill us again, yeah!
Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Conria.
I don't think she'll be able to do that for some reason. Like, we know that the Archons are limited to what they can talk about when it comes to visions. Hell, his own dialogue implies it. Zhongli says outright he can't tell us things because he made a promise of sorts. And Venti was too weak to talk about Jack after Signora rendered out his damnosis.
It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Poor tree. That is one interesting color. It's literally almost the color of his hair. Fair. You know what? Why not? The Rift Hounds just wanted to paint the bridge. I don't see what's the problem here. Already done that. Meh. So we know the smear's there. I'm still surprised Yaimiko doesn't use Sakura petals to ascend, but hey, whatever.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
Good. They can do something bloody useful instead of making us do their work.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh?
Huh.
What's this?
Huh. Okay. Neither of these pieces of dialogue seem appropriate. Is someone injured?
Dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey.
Yeah, pretty much. We should be used to this.
But why would they appear here?
Well, the tree's kind of magic, so it wouldn't surprise me if it stored something of the outside world in it.
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
It's funny that you can see... I've always found this amusing, but when cutscenes trigger, any items or entities that are non-malicious always still appear in the frame of where the cutscene takes place.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you?
Huh.
Here.
Okay.
Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them.
If the game's showing us ghosts, why don't you show us the ghost of someone cool?
We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath.
What exactly happened?
You don't know? Inazuma is engulfed in darkness.
So was probably every place in the world.
Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They are merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path.
So will I in this game.
Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now, there's no time left.
It'd be kind of morbid if the tree, retains itself through sacrifices. It's like, yeah, I'll just stockpile all these dead people.
The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves.
I'm glad I didn't butcher the pronunciation of Saigu. I'm so glad. I always worry whenever I say it that I'm screwing it up. It's either Saigu or Saiju. I thought goo.
I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
Hey.
It's the Shogun?
Yes.
You're back. Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
Something I always thought, just based on what Yaimiko told us about Makoto, is, and based on what we know that A's role in the history of Inazuma was before this point, is I personally believe that A is actually the more powerful of the two, and that's why she always went into the fray for combat. Her focus on combat doesn't purely come from that. Obviously, it comes from attributes of how she feels about things. But it seems weird to me that in the case of all these martial incidents, she was always the one, unless she was stronger. And yet she didn't want the diplomatic reign over Inazuma. Her sister had it instead. Her sister clearly was gifted in some ways, but to me it seems kind of like inevitably A would have always been the one who would have ended up ruling this place, unless the game proves otherwise. The most powerful thing we know that came from Makoto so far was the sword that A uses to store her consciousness. The thing is, though, A's story, not the actual story quests, her story within her character menu states that that blade was never sharpened before it entered A's hands, meaning she never used it to kill anything.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But what do you mean? Shogun?
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember.
We know that Makoto hated fighting, but I'm saying even if she didn't, I don't think she would have been as powerful as A is. I really don't. Just based on things we know about A herself. But obviously the game can prove me wrong. We'll see.
There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
That's over. You're likely dead.
What?
I don't like it when the game's subtitles don't match the dub. I get that it's just a random noise, but what will you be doing after the quest? It depends on how much time I've got, what time it is when I finish the quest. If the quest finishes and I've got plenty of time, then I'll probably reorganize stream again and do Yaimiko's story quest. If not, then I'll have to call it for the day and then do hers tomorrow.
But how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere.
You're kinda dead, that's why.
I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Oh well.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
Huh. I think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma.
Probably.
Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun. As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
Bye-bye.
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow, Paimon feels all sad and hopeless.
Well, we did talk to someone who saw their friend get ripped apart in front of them. Not that I personally empathize very much, considering, you know, fictional NPC character. If they were at least a character we've been made a point of, I'd maybe care more, but...
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land.
Probably. It's the most logical conclusion.
The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity.
Yep, we know about the tree's role in this.
An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory.
Hey, can we use the tree to maybe see your sister's memories? Just a question. It'd be neat. After all, she died. She was significant to this place. If the tree doesn't store her memories, then it's a bloody disappointing tree.
Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it cannot exist for too long.
Yep.
So
It's
the
happened
memories
before.
of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
The thing is, though, keep in mind, the fact that that can even happen kind of suggests that the consciousness remains, at least for a decent chunk of time, in this world after death.
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years ago.
We know that the Kitsune Saigyu died, so I'm gonna ask this one.
Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria.
Yep.
The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late, otherwise it would spread to all of Teyvat. But my friend, Kitsune Saigyu, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat.
And we know she is very likely long gone. Oof. The thing is, though, she failed, too. In the end, Inazuma was pretty bad off still. And their Shogun was missing.
I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
That means both her friend and her sister died at around about the same time. That sucks. I thought there was at least a gap between them, but no. Really close by. Your suffering is immense.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Kanria?
I wonder if it was just this land or if it also includes all the other nations as well.
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigyu sacrificed her life to protect the people.
The one thing I find incredibly weird is the fact that, unless Saigyu is her name, we're calling her by a title. Even one of her friends, I assumed it would call her by a name. It's like Yae Miko isn't called Guji by A, she's called by name. So why isn't Saigyu called by name?
I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last.
Oh.
But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself and in my heart.
No.
Hey.
Is this the loss that Yae Miko mentioned? Probably.
Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss.
Well, you saw your sister die. I don't think anyone blames you.
All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive.
Oh. She needs a hug. Where's Miko? Because if the Traveler does it, I'm just gonna judge the game for it being really unfitting.
But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever.
Nice.
When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential. Everything far exceeded my expectations.
Good. Enjoy your dango milk. That clearly exceeded your expectations.
Moving forward inevitably invites further loss, but also new encounters.
I don't feel like this lesson, well, the very ending part of that lesson should have only just been learned. And why the hell is my Wi-Fi dropping? Stop it. I personally feel she should have learned that last bit a long time ago. But we need to keep in mind, this girl had a lot of friends she ended up meeting. I doubt she met them all at the same time either. So, why is this something she's only just learned? She would have learned it when she came into contact with those friends in the first place. Hell, Yaimiko was the last friend she kind of made. And that was only 500 years ago, back when, like, just a bit before probably her sister and the Kitsune Saigyu died. Seems a little awkward to me that she's only just learning that you get new encounters by moving forward. It's like, I'd say that I would change, if I could change anything, it'd be, instead of her saying it also invites new encounters like she's only just learned about this idea, I'd make it so instead she says that the new encounters might be worth the loss. And I know that she's lost a lot, and that's a big ask. But to me, it's really kind of unrealistic for her to say that only just now she's learned such a hard, long lesson in however long, how many long years she's lived.
Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward.
Yes, while all you've done is basically that.
All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for is not the eternity that I once strove for.
And now your ideas are clashing with your current views, and the puppet's not gonna bloody like that. Now, I hate the second line, because it's not a trait exclusive to humans.
As Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes.
Yeah! Rule as yourself. Get rid of the puppet.
Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will never forget you, and all that you did for Inazuma.
No.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Paimon, your dialogue is bloody stupid!
Come on. Let's keep investigating the damage to the sacred Sakura.
I would have loved if it had just responded, "Shut up, I'm right here, I can hear you, you're bloody stupid." Duh! Oh no, I'm not taking it hard, it's not like my sister died.
Illusion shattered!
The writers both impress and disappoint me all at once for different things. Why the hell?
There are a load of rift hounds here too.
Yay, dogs
Leave
to...
them to me.
Damn right. Oh, okay, the game's actually forcing us to use her. Nice. Game, I would have done that anyway. My C4, of course I'm gonna use her. Yep. I managed to pretty much evade that, nice. Bye-bye, dogs. I hope none of you in the audience are dog people, because I'm sorry, but I feel no guilt doing this. These things could be the actual souls of the dogs that died in Inazuma, and I still would be stabbing them. I wouldn't dare hurt a real animal, but in a game I don't care. Oh, a person appeared, okay.
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Okay. That dialogue, well, that line specifically, I'm pretty sure was taken from the trailer. Fine.
Why would you ask that?
Because you're holding your head in pain, seemingly.
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go, no?
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy.
realistic, but that doesn't really excuse you holding your head as if you've got pain in it.
Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time.
Okay.
I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Oh yeah, I like all animals. It's just in a video game. It's kind of like people get upset at the fact that Jean, for example, can launch animals with her skill. Meanwhile, because it's a game, I find that hilarious that they actually put that much thought into what could be sucked up into her attacks. But if it was real life, very different story, I'd get incredibly upset at someone doing such an awful thing. Game animals, not an issue. Unless it's really morbid and it kind of reflects the idea that the person who made such a thing is a psychopath.
Ah, makes sense. Spoken like a seasoned shogun.
Duh. Yet again. Stupid dialogue.
The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission about this.
I wonder what would happen if we pod. Since there is such a thing as purification sake, imagine just pouring a load of booze into the tree, just to see what happens. It's like, it's a very big tree. I don't think it'd die that easily, even if you poured casks on it. Imagine you do that and all the spirits that come from it are absolutely arseholed.
Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
That's not light, that's smoke. It is glowing, though. No. Why has he got a blindfold on?
Furuyama? Is that you?
That name means nothing to me. Tea Master, okay.
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about 500 years ago, too.
Duh.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue.
Huh.
Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
The fact that she's accepting of people with physical disability is actually very nice. It actually shows a lot about her. I know it's like a really small detail, but let's be realistic for a second. Limitations on your capabilities usually, especially historically, would not land you in good stead. You wouldn't have work, and you are normally seen as less than a person. And yet, here we have a god just taking one to do a job for them, and that's perfectly fine, perfectly chill, and she respects them.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required of me. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest.
Yes.
I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
Not anymore.
What should we do?
Let's go along with... I want to learn about the past. Hell yeah!
Yeah. Sheesh. There's monsters everywhere out there. It's pitch black and loads of people have been injured.
I'd laugh if they just slapped them both. Like, stop tricking him. He might be dead, but come on.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped.
They're already
They
dead.
wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay. And now the Almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away. Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then?
He's got a point.
People flee out of a desire to live on, and the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life.
In a way, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets. The almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea.
Oh?
Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart.
Aww. Damn right.
One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end.
Oh, this is Makoto they're talking about. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense of why it isn't slapping those two for getting information out. Okay. That's an ouch, because we know that A didn't think on the idea of seizing the opportunity of the present. She just wanted things to stay that way. Oh, alright. That doesn't sound like A at all. Yeah, it doesn't. Good. So this is another person who didn't know the truth, that there's actually two gods.
So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Okay.
Perhaps you are right.
I'd assume that A's own feelings are quite quote-unquote romantic at heart anyway. It's just she isn't the one he's talking about.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. What a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the almighty Shogun rebuilds it anew.
No.
But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago.
Oh?
Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then. So, never mind, eh?
Good guy. Fair enough. They've actually managed to impress me with an NPC's dialogue. But still... What does he mean it went dark? At first I was like, is that a pun on him being blind? But there's a chance that he means potential corruption in Inazuma. Or heartache from the deaths of his other friends.
Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea.
You're fine. I don't know how you'd serve tea unless we're gonna be, like, drinking the tree sap or something.
The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. A truly egregious loss of decorum. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set?
Probably grounded into dust, old man.
I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure.
No chance of knowing now. It's been a few years, old man.
Can't see a tea set anywhere around here.
Well, it has been 500 years, Paimon. Your dialogue is yet again kinda dumb.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious, what a fool I'm making of myself. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be most discourteous indeed.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories.
Oh.
Leave it to us.
But, well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me. I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for...
Damn it. I thought Paimon was done talking. That pisses me off.
Why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
Okay, good. Some dialogue. Okay, I need a favor. And you kind of owe me one. If not 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, so on and so forth. We did quite the extraordinary thing for this land. I would say you owe us. Oh, she might interact with...
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun.
Give me your tea sets.
How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
Tea.
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Look how monotone she looks right now. Her expression is just gone. A moment ago we saw her smiling, now she's just like, eh. I feel nothing.
Sure. I'll fetch that for you right away.
Good.
Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately. Ah, and the tea set. I'll bring that here as soon as it's ready.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the Traveler. Please, fetch the tea set at your convenience.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Good.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Yes.
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
Rude.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts.
Logical. Yes, it was Makoto.
So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto. He may well have had an inkling about there being 2 Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Just because they're related doesn't mean they're gonna think the same way.
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future held by living beings.
Ambitions.
They are similar, but not identical.
Yeah, an ambition is something that you realistically can carry out in a way. Or at least you try to make them that way. They're more restricted. The idea of a dream is the idea that you could go absolutely anywhere with it.
When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now, it seems like she was right. while I took the wayward path.
No.
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Stupid dialogue like that shouldn't exist. Stating the obvious in situations isn't good writing, it's just stupid. Don't do that anymore, please. If Paimon can't insert anything actually useful, then don't make her talk.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition.
What did I say?
An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete
Hey!
outcome. It is finite in nature, and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
That's, quite a lot to take in.
Yeah. So you wouldn't respond normally, you'd just try to take it in and maybe actually insert something useful into the conversation. But no, not in this case.
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes.
It was more the process that led to them. The idea of the journey.
I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving?
The fact that people are hoping for things to keep moving forward is a form of eternity of its own.
I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with. Yes, it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did.
No. You just didn't have a good enough grasp of people. Which is really kind of funny.
But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Notwithstanding that it was also the more prudent choice, based on a more mature, far-sighted outlook.
I wouldn't say you're immature for your hope, just...
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
I kind of feel like that's an impudent thing for you, of all people, to ask. Or the Traveler. I kind of feel like that's dialogue that should be held for Yaimika. You know, someone who's reasonably able to approach A on a casual level. Not some stranger who, yeah, helped her nation, but do they know her very well? No.
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity. But now, I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means our differences have been reconciled.
No.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your Excellency's use.
Let's see if it's designed.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
The phrasing is... That's the best dialogue you've given, just because it's... because it's so out of place for the situation. It's amusing. Good.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long.
Yeah, he might disappear. He might cease to exist. It's fine. And he gone. Yep, there it is. Okay.
Hey, where'd he go?
She mentioned that they only last a brief amount of time.
He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
I thought they only lasted a brief amount of time. Come on.
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long,
Thank you.
as was the case with the memory we saw earlier.
So we won't get to drink his tea?
What would he make the tea with? Hell, he was like a hologram. I don't think he could have made us tea even if we gave him the set.
We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
That's such an insensitive comment coming from you, considering A is right there and she knew him. I would love it if she backhanded you in the head.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate.
Let's make our own tea.
This chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea.
Are you gonna learn how to cook eventually?
I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself.
Or is this gonna kill us for ingesting it? Either way is entertaining, come on.
The tea is ready. Please give it a try.
And look, the tea set actually has her design too.
So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it.
You don't need to, I understand. The first one's less impudent as a
You're
response.
right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me.
Yes.
I've been reminded of many people, too.
No.
Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back.
Yep. Ugh.
Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted. But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may.
I'm all for it, but I also don't think the dialogue is meant for the traveler. I kind of feel like someone else should be here to realistically get that information out of you.
The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me, for good.
Which is the first time the traveler's hearing it, but we see it, so this is not new information.
She died in that disaster too?
Yeah.
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me.
I want to call... is it bad my first instinctual reaction was to call her a stupid bitch? As much as I hate it, because I think that, you know, based on what we know about her, she's a great character, but for fuck's sake! So that means this girl ran there and found her sister dying. That's fucked.
Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead.
God damn it.
But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening,
That's... Game! Wow, alright. The thing is, we know that A was the first to sharpen that sword, so what did she do? Take a fucking blunt sword to, like, one of the most dangerous places in the world? God damn it!
yes, it was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath.
Props to the voice actor. Screw the game. That's just unfair. Oh, God damn it.
She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia.
Huh. While that's really painful, she's passively able to enter the minds of other entities, including other gods. Does that not seem like a really busted ability to anyone else?
It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions.
No.
Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me?
Ugh.
It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely, and brought it back to Inazuma.
That's a bullshit ability. Wow. Yeah, I can save someone's mind and take whatever I need from it. It's all good.
That's quite a story.
That's a broken ability.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura.
Ha. So it potentially came from a consciousness. Appeared.
That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about.
She modified reality and the humans couldn't even comprehend it. It's like, oh, look at this giant tree that's randomly appeared. That was always there. You're just a nutcase. No, you're just bloody stupid.
No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
That's because you're stupid. I mean, what?
Yes. She had such a great love for this land, and for its people. In this respect, I still do not compare to her.
I don't know about that. I think that in time you're going to probably love things even more fiercely than she did.
I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful.
No.
But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat.
Do we know how good or bad her tea is? Are we actually gonna drink it and find out?
And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Yes, it is. I still don't understand why the game can't make it more convincing and compelling by making you come to terms with it with someone who's actually somewhat familiar with it. Yaimiko being the most fitting character for this. I know the pain of separation too. Stop thinking of yourself, you twat. It seems you've done a lot of thinking about this already. Yeah.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person,
brother. I had heard that you were looking for your family. You mean to say that he was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over.
Okay.
And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma and the fate of those closest to me.
So basically, she doesn't actually know me, while John Lee does, and he can't tell us about it. God damn it.
So, I am afraid I can't help you.
I like the fact you're not actively hiding anything from us, though, so thank you.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess.
Pretty much. I actually agree with you, Paimon.
Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
Don't be dumb. The Traveler's tragedy isn't that bloody bad. Their sibling's still alive. Shut up.
This last cup of tea? Let us honor the Tea Master's memory.
I want to know how good or bad it is. Come on, game. Give me Mystery Food X.
Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
If it's so bad it knocks the Traveler out, I'll rate this. Come on.
We should go.
Oh.
Keep following the traces.
Oh, she left
Very
a
well.
teacup.
Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
A teacup has been left for Furuyama. Aw. You're a good girl, eh? How much did he actually perceive, and how much did he let on? I want to know how good or bad her tea is. Because we know she can't cook for shit. The game won't let us use her to cook. She's that bad. Game, stop locking me on. I was running forward. Let me... Oh, stop it. I can see I'm not bloody stupid, but hey, whatever, fine. Actually... Is it above or below? Gliding actually helped me. Up. Yeah, no, it's down. Okay. Hey, you have the boring wings on. I'm gonna have to change that. Adele! Oh, I want to do that again. Oh? No, let me just stop it, game. That's just annoying. It doesn't help me, it just does my head in.
Once again, please leave them to me.
Nice.
Hey! Are you sure you're alright? You're scaring us.
Kill things there, kill them.
Fear not. Fighting is what I do best.
Hey, you sound strained.
Shine down! Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal!
What the fuck? Game?
I'm fine.
What the? No, you're not. Her movement got restricted. I wondered how the hell that happened. It's the puppet. It's gotta be. So that means the puppet has the capability to restrain the real ear, which is dangerous. So there's nothing else that it could possibly be. The dogs don't do that.
Maybe you
You don't look too good.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength back.
You're telling me that's all the strength she's got? Shut up, Paimon.
We'll deal with the monsters.
Oh.
Look, that's the same light again.
I think we should focus on the dogs. Time for another trip down the memory lane.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too.
Okay.
Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Nice.
Come on, men. They're coming back for more. Let's get them.
Don't. It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
Go!
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Huh.
Is that a vision?
Nice.
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us.
Yep.
If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
The fact that electrovisions haven't been granted says more about the opinions of other potential deities than it does about his. After all, the gods are likely giving favors somehow. There's definitely a procedure going beyond the individual Archon.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
There's a chance it could be true. We don't know, but it could be. I'm not gonna throw any option off the table yet.
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right here with us.
It's polite of the dogs to just wait for them to have this conversation.
Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Now we need some of that hope herself.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
I will laugh if the illusions are able to kill these dogs and we just don't do anything.
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Okay. I'll be fine. The game's gonna say is out the fight.
Remove all obstacles.
Let her get her health back.
A sight to behold.
Nice!
Inazuma shines eternal.
There we go. Where's she going?
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you all.
Are you okay? Maybe you should keep resting.
I think she should, but I doubt she will.
I'm fine.
There it is.
I feel much better already.
Yeah, your straining voice says that much.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring.
Good. I don't particularly care.
The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time.
What else will it be?
Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
When everyone sees the Almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
Die!
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further.
They'll die.
We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that come our way.
Yeah, you appearing here definitely suggests that worked out well. We have no business disrupting the reality they are experiencing. Great, I appreciate it. Either way, same difference.
Just leave it to us. Fighting is what we do best. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state of affairs. Only Her Excellency can turn back the tide of despair and lead us onward into the future.
Yes, which is why she should rule as herself.
No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the almighty Shogun.
Oh. Thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma.
Aww.
I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that I shall be true to my word.
Oh. The thing is, we know you already made the promise, though. You even said as much in the plan of Euphymia. So, what's the difference between this promise and that one? The idea that the eternity is something her people will actually seek, or...?
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live.
It's a good thing you don't live!
With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
If you say so.
Glory to the Shogun.
Damn right.
Glory to the Shogun.
I agree with that, at least.
They're gone.
As is kind of normal. Was that a promise to them or a promise to yourself? I don't get why they make us select, because both of these options, I'd imagine that the Traveler would, or, you know, whatever character in this position would say both.
It was both.
Exactly.
The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments.
Good.
The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will.
Which is why you should rule as yourself.
You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but disembodied memories held in the ley lines.
I wouldn't say so. So long as Inazuma's still standing, you can still honor their wish, even if they don't ever actively have the capability to acknowledge it.
But even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith in me to date.
Yes.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing right by them now, and that's what counts.
If only you didn't speak in the third person, that would have come across a lot better. That line was at least good. I'll give it credit, it's appropriate. Just, I think, is better than Paimon thinks.
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my basic duty as Inazuma's Archon, and I have neglected it for far too long.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah, you're not wrong.
I used to think just like that samurai, that I was first and foremost a warrior, and my only duty was to face whatever challenge came my way.
And we know you did that in most cases.
But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done.
Humans are worthy of your trust. I do not think that's a good line at all, because we know it's not true. Oh, that's funny as hell. I wouldn't trust them here.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
They are strong and resilient to be proud of.
It depends on the person. I think that's right in a case-by-case scenario. But if you're applying it to all of humanity, we have a lot of bad things in our history that still go on. I like your growth, eh? I'll say that much. I like your growth. But no, they're not worthy of our trust. An ideal version of humanity. Stream's taking a hit. The line was so unbelievable. YouTube can't comprehend it. Oof. Alright. Has it stabilized now? Seems to have.
As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Yes! And you should also be the one actively watching over them. Hey?
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
All you needed to do was say well said. The rest of it didn't need to be said. At all.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. This will take time, but eventually, the future will bring healing to the scars of the past.
And we can hope... Actually, here's something to think about. Her changing her mind means this Koku decree is likely gonna be gone. Meaning, people can finally go home, or, you know, see their families, or get their trade back. It'll actually lead to progression in the, industry of Inazuma.
No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This is my promise.
And that promise change is the thing that's gonna probably anger your puppet. Though you were prepared for the chance of having to fight the bugger. Your character story says as much.
Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. It does not appear that the threat will escalate for the time being.
We can hope.
I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origins of this incident and tending to the root system.
Okay.
Alrighty then, let's move on.
Where are we going?
It looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be all over the place right now, huh?
Probably. She's also really close by, so she can probably hear that.
She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her.
Hmm?
Huh?
Hmm?
What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up.
Hand to the head again. There's really no point in making us have dialogue in this. A selectable option when there's only one choice.
What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
Get rid of the puppet.
My body... I can't move it.
It's funny because she placed restrictions on the Shogun puppet and now it's doing the exact same thing to her.
It looks like the situation is more serious than I thought.
Do you need to take a rest? We should get you back to the sea.
No need. She is calling me. The time has come.
Puppet fight time?
Can you help me walk?
I kind of feel like Yamika should be here for this.
I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Oh, I know the area.
Why? What's in there?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first steps into the future.
Yes! Kill the fucking puppet! Do it! Let's bloody go! How close is it? Yeah, it is the area I think it is. Okay. It's where all of the, little shrines were. There was one shrine in the back, and then there was little stone-looking houses, which have a unique name that I'm, like, really forgetting right now. I know exactly where we're going. Not there. Lower down. Yeah, it's emitting light. Down we go! Wait. In here.
We're finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
Okay. Ooh, yeah. Nice! Let's go.
Where'd the Torii Gate come from?
It's getting worse again. But it's fine. I'm happy. I'm about to put an end to it all. This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness.
You're using that place as a battlefield? Right.
It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
Even though it's your body.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
No, puppet. Pretty.
Follow me.
Nice. Headcanon Yai Yai. To be fair, Yai could do it as well. He just grabbed her and launched her in, knowing she wouldn't willingly go. Let's see how pretty this place is. Come on. Just mute real quick for a drink.
Paimon's dizzy. Where did we get sucked into this time?
Okay. Paimon, you shouldn't be that adverse to us being dragged into places we don't expect. It's not like this is the first time that's happened.
Whoa. This place...
Boss Arena! Let's go.
Look over there!
Hmm?
It's another A!
It puppet! Kill!
Again, traveler.
Kill! Nice lightning.
This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Oh, you're wielding. I thought it'd be the not actually A wielding her original weapon. But no, it's gonna be the one wielding her blade. Oh well, her sister's blade, technically.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice! Is that... the puppet?
Duh.
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity.
Your body? Bitch, please! Come on now, that's just stupid. We know whose body it is, don't be bloody retarded. Not a word I tend to use, but come on.
You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you?
I don't think that's necessarily the reason why, but hey, whatever.
But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion?
I said that this would be the issue, didn't I? She's accusing it of being erosion because she doesn't believe that the change is natural. And even so, the rules would still be in place even if the puppet did believe it was natural.
I'm here to show you my answer.
Nice! Let's go.
We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Yes!
Wait. The atmosphere in here just took a turn for the worse.
Paimon, shut up and get me popcorn. I need this.
Are you alright now?
Let them fight.
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body.
It's your body. What the... Fine. Whatever.
As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Like he appeared when she appeared in the mirror. Okay. I think you mentioned this before. This is her system to safeguard against modifications. Yeah.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not like this. It's a bit extreme.
It's also entertaining.
Hey, showdown with the Shogun? Never thought we'd see that day.
Well, now we're here. Where's my popcorn?
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. It shall not be easily swayed.
Then kill it!
I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
You don't need her around. Just...
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something?
Shut up. It isn't someone who leave herself an escape route.
But they both just want the best for Inazuma.
Which is why there can only be one. Do it, eh?
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits A's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity.
Nice.
Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred. All of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time.
Yeah, but if time didn't flow, you wouldn't come into contact with any of them as well.
Only rules shall remain constant for eternity.
That's not true. But hey, whatever.
Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome.
Let's bloody go!
You wish to make yourself my enemy?
Yes!
I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity.
Let's go.
And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A.
Yeah! Let's...
In the end, even the proud and mighty only Raiden was cut down and disgraced.
Oh, not immune! Ooh!
Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine
Oh,
as
shit.
brightly as it once did.
Okay. The boss mechanics have returned. Jesus Christ.
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
The music.
Blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
I just want the dialogue.
She's
It's a state of mind. The fact that I'm able to be damaged by lightning while using this character is so weird to me. Oh. We know who has the blade, though. Why the fuck do you have it?
Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals.
Yeah, it isn't immortal. That's why it bends to her.
Illusion shattered. The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently.
Did I even prepare food for this? Not much. Okay. Eat your chicken.
Into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Stillness transcending.
Whoop.
Inazuma shines eternal. Ha. Weak.
Nope.
Inferior.
Piss off. Oh, okay. Oops.
Strike dead.
I was out of range for that. Come on, I measured that perceived distance. Piss off.
Weak. Inferior. The eye sweeps the lands.
Nope.
Born to oblivion. Inferior.
Nope. Okay, I'm back.
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Stop moving me with that.
There is no escape.
Oh,
Insolent.
God.
Inferior.
Piss off. Not inferior.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Oh, you shit. There we go.
Only emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
Please. No.
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled.
Nice.
But how long can your will remain strong?
Forever. Let's hope.
How the heck?
We're in a realm of consciousness. And, you know, body of a god. There's that.
In this realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious indeed.
Nice.
She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living beings, including you and me.
Huh. Okay.
Does that mean this is gonna be a never-ending battle?
And I don't have popcorn?
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking. One that will be resistant to erosion.
Aww.
If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward.
Just eradicate it, please. We don't need the Shogun's rules to exist. Just rule as yourself.
This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her.
Nice. Let's bloody go. What will happen to Inazuma in the meantime?
500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle.
Yeah, but they didn't succeed.
Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring to life in their place. It is about time that I learned to trust them.
Oh. But can you bear to leave humanity to go alone, or everyone looks to the Shogun for hope? Shogun for
I
hope.
understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, a short moment for which the Shogun does not exist is nothing to fear.
Oh.
I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. However long the battle may last, it is but a drop in the ocean of eternity.
Atta girl.
I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. This is my oath. Please, be my witness.
Why the hell isn't Yai here?
During my absence, I place everything in Miko's hands.
No! You stay.
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
She just kicked us out. For Juan Raiden here having an identity crisis. And also being really, really damn old. I mean, what? We know that Yai, well, Miko's gonna send us back in though, since we hear the dialogue in the special program of her saying bring her back. That's not dialogue that's played before, so that's new.
Looks like we got kicked out.
Yeah. We shouldn't be not used to this either.
Oh, what do we do? Are we really just gonna leave A and the Shogun to keep on duking it out in there forever?
Yai, Miko! We need help!
She was making sense, and maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still...
He has no physical body anymore and has to rely on the Shogun, but this cannot be the only way. It's not.
Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times, and has a history of rushing into difficult situations.
I don't think anyone can judge on that part in this damn game.
What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen, and then she might never leave again.
Yeah, I think that's a stupid idea. I don't think that'd happen. We're not about to leave her just yet. Yeah.
Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last time. The quicker she gets through this, the better.
Miko!
Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her win the fight? Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to A while she's in there.
I still stand by my hopes that eventually her body will heal and be back to the state that we... So, her body has the joints of a puppet. She modified her defined form beyond what any kind of recognition in a way. And she acknowledges this in her story parts. So, if that damage can be reversed, then the body would be hers again. And the true divine form of Beelzebul.
Oh, but we also can't get in there anymore.
And yet again, we just heard Satan wishing the best for humanity.
Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh,
Miko.
You still feel Paimon now? Okay, maybe if we both ram into it at the same time really, really hard.
Yes.
Oh, you're right. Paimon nearly forgot about her.
In Pokemon, God gave us a phone. In Genshin, Satan wishes humanity the best. Weird world we live in. Real. And brain juice implies exactly what the deal with Paimon is. If she had a brain, it's melted and is functionless. Brain juice is appropriate. Doesn't... As a juice, it doesn't work.
Who knows if she really understands these consciousness realm plane thingies more than we do, but there's no one else we can turn to. Alright, up the mountain we go.
We have to go on a hike. Or fast travel.
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation and need me to unravel it for you.
Well, you should have been involved in this situation in the first place if you consider A your friend.
I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
I helped you get A back. Be quiet.
But you're always smiling.
Real.
That was a figure of speech, do you understand?
Thank you.
Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
I don't get to the point.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's she...
I'm surprised Miko doesn't already know all this.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date. Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. Presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. Yes, that sounds like A all right. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now?
You're the one who wanted her back, damn it. Why aren't you more against this? She rushed in without thinking. This duel is more serious than anything up until now. Yeah.
Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts like such a child sometimes. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
You helped us enter her mind.
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this
course she is.
Aha, you're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do.
Shouldn't you be able to trace it? You are her servant.
All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura, and from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way, but I can only speculate. You're the ones who have actually been there, so you tell me, what was it like?
I'd say that the character likely wasn't paying attention since, you know, we were watching a god say that she's gonna duke it out forever.
Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later on, that's all.
Okay.
First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
Can we fast travel there? Or not? Okay. Oh look, A's back. I'm joking. Yee.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be.
We know you're plenty crafty, so let's go.
To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her rough whereabouts.
I was right on the bloody nose. Now let's go. Be a good fox.
In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to where A is.
Can't you?
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is, but you can still send us there. What?
Yes. Just accept it.
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right now, she is surrounded by chaos. Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you down in an unknown corner of space-time.
Let's go.
This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first.
Like you did.
What? Alright, well, Paimon, stay here then. You two can go in.
In your dreams. Oh, Paimon, you're not gonna abandon me, are you? We already got the threat that Paimon was gonna do that from the abyss. In your dreams. Yeah, I'm dragging you.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
Nah, that's a pretty bad deal.
Paimon's had it up to here with both of you! Oh, fine! Paimon's coming too.
Good.
Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you on your way.
Nice. Good fox.
I say.
Oh,
nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been confirmed.
Oh.
By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside.
After all, that's the thing that Makoto takes most seriously.
Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Can't you come with us?
Well then, the door's open. Hop on in.
Just casual door opening. Let's go.
I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens.
Come in with us, damn it.
I'm placing my god in your capable hands.
There it is. There's the dialogue.
For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Oh. Good fox.
Miko, you better know what you're doing.
Paimon, shut up.
That's enough chatter. Get to work.
Aye aye. Traveler gets isekai'd, nerd. Not the first time, probably. They call the Traveler for a reason. They probably see more worlds than just the one we're seeing in Genshin, more than to that. Okay. Pretty. Ooh, music. Oh.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
And all of them show the fight. Let's go. Nice.
Huh?
Hi.
How can this be?
Fox.
You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in all these years?
The time. So within the mind, it's been a lot longer. Okay, let's go.
This is a duel to remember.
Let's go.
It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is as strong as it was back then. Over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest hesitation.
Nice.
Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too.
Even though I built you to be this way.
You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago.
Let's
Final
go.
duel? Huh. So you're finally willing to... Stand back, traveler.
Yes!
I'm going to be the start of something new.
Atta girl. I'm glad they're not letting the Traveler be involved.
Long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations.
Oh! There it is. Alright.
They consume, great enough to vaporize the ocean.
Thanks for the congratulations on it. Ooh, that music. I missed this theme. And they've added more to it. Nice, I can already tell. Let's bloody go.
Purge all up in the will they develop, sufficient to penetrate minds and cross streams. Yet, you have indeed.
Ooh. That was a big chunk of damage. That was a big chunk of damage. Okay.
Illusion shattered. I will endure forever.
Okay. Oh. 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 Wait, did she just stop time with that slash? Or... No, piss off. Eat food. I don't have any sweets for you, but you'll get sweets if you win.
Purge all obstacles.
Oh. You cowardly shit. What? Nah. Alright. Yeah, there it is.
There is no escape.
Might have to fight you at some point as... There it is. Nice.
This is the end. You have won.
Can we keep in mind something as well? Isn't even using her divine power, really. She's just using the bloody sword with glowing eyes. So, she's not even potentially using even remotely near her true might. She's just going for it with martial skill and still won against the entity she created using her body, or the strength that comes from her body. I'm glad that they did not make the damn Traveler fight this battle, because that would just piss me off. Making her a weekly boss, though, that we can beat, fine. But there is no way in hell I would have believed it if they had thrown the Traveler into this fight and been like, yeah, they beat her for the sake of eternity, yay!
I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit.
Nice.
But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future.
Yep.
You need not worry about the future, and you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost this duel for sure.
That's a stupid line, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of expectant eyes that look to the light in the heavens.
Okay, I'll accept that. That's a lot better. That first line on its own, though, I judged incredibly heavily.
And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Musou Ishin. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me, to encourage me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power.
Ooh.
This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand and believe in her.
Aww, that's a cute concept.
When I clasped Musou Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side once again.
Why can't that legitimately be the case? Come on. It'd be so nice.
It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. Makoto barely wielded a blade in her life, and yet her blade brings me closer to her.
No.
You have my approval.
Who gives a shit about your approval? Get lost.
Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules.
Okay.
From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me.
Why can't the puppet just go?
Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool.
That's nice of you and all, but come on.
You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change.
Come on.
But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future. Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled yourself with your defeat?
Ha!
It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then? Like, for real this time?
Nice. Oh. Oh no. Game, don't you dare. Is that gonna be her? Oh, eat shit, no.
Hello, A.
Oh!
Those who have come to bear witness.
Oh. Okay. God damn it.
I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces.
Fucking damn it. When I said I wanted you to be at her side, this is not what I meant.
Makoto?
Oh, she actually has the opportunity to say goodbye.
I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released.
Preparing to see her sister grow. That's just...
A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me.
No.
But... you never mentioned this to me.
No.
Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria?
Probably.
I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore.
There it is. Okay.
In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion, and I don't know what Inazuma has experienced in the meantime.
Do you have time to hear the story? Probably not.
But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears many times along the way.
And whose fault is that partially? God damn it.
Don't look down on me.
Ooh.
See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain. Here, take it. Before my last shred of consciousness fades away.
Oh.
But it is you who must take the most important step.
Oh. Game. What are you gonna do to me? What the hell is that?
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh?
Oh.
Is it really?
A new sacred sakura, something of the sort. Let's see.
Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles.
Yeah.
Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you.
Oh.
Do you know, A? I am so happy right now.
Oh.
Because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities.
A.
I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick?
Oh. She just wants
This
her back.
time, it really is goodbye, A.
Ah. Oh. Oh.
Goodbye, Makoto.
Oh. Good animation. Pain. Pain. Are you fucking seriously doing this? God damn it. Well, the game delivered on what I wanted. Thank you. God damn it. My opinion, I wanted more Makoto. What did I get? More Makoto before she disappears forever. God. They delivered. They delivered, I won't lie. Oh, Miko. Okay.
So the A of the present planted the sacred sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past.
Huh. Okay, so that's how it works. So that's how it suddenly came about.
No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
It is, but it's the case, apparently.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more profound than mine. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on eternity, the concept of time becomes murky.
So wonderful things inside that place. Yeah, and pain. Pain is one. Time was moving forward and backwards at the same time. We call that the present, but hey, whatever.
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. So that was the turbulence I was sensing.
Oh, connection, please don't. I'll wait for it to clear up. There it is, okay.
Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems.
I'll take it. Yeah, why not? Oh god, the frame rate. Stop it.
And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But my intuition tells me that the reason for everything, it's that seed.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
I highly doubt it was.
I know what you mean. Perhaps Makoto got a higher power involved in all of this. But whatever the explanation, her solution is what saved us all.
Gotta love how it above it says Istarov.
Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura, but to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness. But unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
I'd say you're pretty persuaded now.
No. But I understand why now. It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
Miko, what did you do to the tree? It looks like a fox. I kind of feel like you've been carving some shit in it, just for the sake of amusement.
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the time, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Little shit!
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling the strings.
Come on, we knew she was pulling strings in the first place. This isn't new.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today.
Frames, please. Come on. Stabilize.
And obviously I played my part too.
The Kitsune are so egotistical, they pruned the tree to look like them.
It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same thing took place on the inside, did it not?
Mentioned it.
Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you?
Frames, please. Come on. Wi-Fi connection's gone to dog. Come on. Is that significant? We know it's significant. Come on, game. Don't be stupid. The Wi-Fi connection's gone to hell. I'm waiting to see if it cleans up.
At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space.
Makoto. I know who the anomaly was.
Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply establishing a location was not...
Okay.
Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for.
Okay. Wi-Fi connection, please clear up. I just want to finish this quest.
The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So this time, it looks like thanks are due to you.
Nah. A did a lot here. Come on.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
An inevitability.
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared.
Yes, it had lasted a long time for her. Wow. We have to keep in mind she was fighting essentially her own body for hundreds, thousands of years. That's kind of nutty. Okay.
My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma?
No.
But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for my sake, to help me reach the best possible outcome. You too have my thanks. You have done much for me, and I will never forget it.
No, good girl.
Hey, how are you feeling now?
Rule as yourself, please.
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Hey! Does fully recovered mean you don't have the puppet joints anymore?
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions.
Real.
Have you managed to calm down? After all, you saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
No. Yes, she did.
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her.
Shut up. The technicality doesn't matter. You've still encountered her.
I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move forward.
Good girl.
I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the ways in which Inazuma's future could unfold, all the way back then.
Well, she knew very well who Inazuma was being left to. It's not that hard to imagine how things could change under someone's influence if you know them well.
She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day.
This one.
I just planted a seed.
No.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing.
But getting there was the result of countless efforts coming together. The final act might be a simple one. Which of these? This one. Just because the cause and effect ended up a bit back to front doesn't mean you should undervalue this.
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the events of centuries past. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
I like the idea of the future of Inazuma being represented by the god who's finally decided to move forward.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I say.
I want more of this interaction. Come on.
Makoto said the exact same thing.
Ah!
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days?
Look at her expression. She looks so unimpressed. Not a chance in hell, and you know that's her answer.
Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. Then, we will give careful consideration to the future.
Okay then.
After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Nice!
Really? That's huge news!
How'd it go?
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key.
Damn right, let's go.
I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma.
But out of those challenges will be born new opportunities. Yes.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good girl. Let's have a chat. I want to chat.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
Yes.
But I am prepared for them.
Yes. About the challenges.
Abolishing the Sakoku decree has a myriad of implications. It would be folly to say that it will be all positive, and there will be no negative repercussions.
No, of course.
For example, I can foresee the outside world posing a threat to Inazuma's businesses. These are the issues that I must work to solve.
Yes.
Hey, you're thinking about this all so conscientiously. I've only got as far as wondering whether I'll be able to sell entrance tickets to the Grand Narukami Shrine in the future.
Atta girlie. And yay. We know you're going to make a ton of money off of this.
Honestly, Miko.
Good dynamic between these two.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. Makoto's gaze was always fixed on the people of Inazuma. I always assumed it was because that was her duty. But now, I see that hers was a gaze full of delight and hope. It was not just a duty, but a joy too. She loved humanity very dearly.
And how do you feel?
If the people of the past deserve the god's attention, then so do the people of the future.
Indeed. No longer will I ignore their passions and dreams.
Maybe perhaps that's where the electrovisions were coming from for a period of time.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. To put it bluntly,
Centuries.
it was constant torture.
Ugh.
No end in sight.
Yeah, it's not a surprise.
Faced with an endless battle, I had to remain focused at all times. Had my concentration lapsed for but a moment, the Shogun's blade would have taken my life.
Ugh.
Safe to say, were it not for my previous experiences in combat, my skills would not have been up to the challenge. I would most certainly have been defeated. And through it all, you also had your part to play.
And it was only a second for us. Don't worry about it. It's only been like 2 hours.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
This one.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I will be sure to remind the Tenryou and Yashiro commissions of their duties in this regard.
How'd it go?
It's not only the monsters that I am worried about. I'm concerned about what else might escape from the sacred Sakura.
That's a tough one, all right. There's plenty more besides memories held in the ley lines.
Since you clearly understand, perhaps you could think about making an effort too.
Yes.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
Oh, yeah.
Yai Miko said nothing of the sort. And the traveler has some nerve making up spurious claims about her while she is still present.
Oh, we know what you said. That's cute as hell. Good fox.
Some words are not to be passed on.
You just kind of admitted to it there.
Trust me, you don't want to know the cost of betraying me. Just think of the things I said to you as our little secret. Understood.
What are you talking about?
The fox might get a bit upset.
Nothing. Ooh, I suddenly want some fried tofu.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
Can I talk to just Miko? Or is
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
Aww.
But I am prepared for them.
I'm gonna actually play this without speaking, just so I have it on record.
Yai Miko said nothing of the sort. And the traveler has some nerve making up spurious claims about her while she is still present. Some words are not to be passed on. Trust me, you don't want to know the cost of betraying me. Just think of the things I said to you as our little secret. Understood?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Ooh, I suddenly want some fried tofu.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
The way she said understood, the tone change was nice. Well, there we go. Oh! No. Let me have a look. I want to see. You held a single sakura petal in your hand before leaving Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness. Its existence is a mystery. It appears no different from ordinary sakura petals, and there it silently sits in your storage just like any other. But you can no longer touch it, nor can you feel its weight or warmth. When an object loses any of the attributes that would normally ascribe to it, how can its existence be proven for sure? Oh god, it's got quite a bit of dialogue. As you think back on many sights the petal must have witnessed in the past, a certain guess comes to mind. That which sustains this petal's existence must be someone's will, but as to who this person is, and whether they are intentionally or unintentionally keeping this petal in existence, neither can be known. Nor can you prove whether that willpower is one derived from yearning, trust, or gratitude. Perhaps when that person's will changes, so too will this sakura petal disappear. Just to be safe, it might be best to check back from time to time to see if it still exists. Oh. Well, why are we giving this to A? I kind of feel like this would hold way more weight and value to her, of all people.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water.
So,
What? Another bad one?
I wonder if the doorway will be there anymore, or if it's completely disappeared from existence. Let's have a look. Not precisely here. Rough positioning. There you are. Let's have a look. Aw, come on. Huh. Okay. I'm not gonna do it in this stream. I'm just unlocking it. Mysterious Urban Legend. How do I access the weekly boss then? Oh. Oh, yes. The question is, does she have immunity to lightning? Because, oh, this is gonna, okay, let's go. No, no. I just didn't pay attention to the right spot. That's me being blind. Okay, let's go. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. A puppet joint obtained from the plane of Euphemia. The gesture here symbolizes the concept that one sees and one does. Even now that she has become Amethyst deity, she can still utilize such transcendent gestures, her sword flashing forth as swiftly as her eyes may see. And yet, as countless disasters ground on for far too long, the fierce general's shell had to embrace a new spring. It's crying, really. A puppet joint obtained from the plane of Euphymia, the gesture here is the shape of the baleful eye of stormy judgment. Since they are able to bring down curse and catastrophe alike with a mere gesture, it might seem natural to blame life's misfortunes on calamitous deities. However, if you think about it a little harder, if your will is strong enough, and if your convictions are firm enough, the catastrophes go on for too long. Even a baleful gaze must wash itself with tears. And this is the... Oh, God. Yeah, this is from Makoto. This is her hair decoration, and that's really fucked up. A small piece of headgear obtained once the dust settled in the plane of Euphymia. One may end all calamities, and there will always be thoughts that may transcend time. Amid all this, one wonders if Makoto's true meaning was successfully communicated or not. Oh. Okay, let's go. I have a bad feeling about you having full-on immunity to lightning, so I'm just gonna play it safe, and we can test with it passively in this fight. I'm not used to playing Eula. I have her, I enjoy her in the brief moments I do play her, just I am no Eula main by any stretch of the imagination. Oh god. This is gonna go well. Please give me free drops, game. Hi. Nope. Ooh.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Illusion shattered. Eye for an eye.
Look at you!
Now you shall perish. Your verdict is decided.
Okay, you do take electro damage. Nice. Whoop.
Blood of frost. Pathetic. Beg for mercy. A fleeting shadow. There is no escape. Absurd. Everybody stand back. Shut up.
Didn't mean to do that. And there. Oh. Nah.
Torn to oblivion.
Nah.
Shine down. Going in. Freeze to the core. More speed.
It's nice I got immunity then.
Inferior. I condemn you. Now you shall perish. Witness the final calamity. Let's light it up.
Wrong. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, okay, instant kill. That's not overly surprising, I won't lie. Okay. That's valid. I understand, that's fair. I'm surprised she isn't completely immune to Electro. Okay. Didn't mean to go that far, to be fair. This one. To be fair, I don't need to eat standard food. I can go for... Oh, this reminds me, I need to cook with it. Well, Miko at some point. We know that A can't cook. Why did my brain go to her? Oh, God.
Off we go. Adventure time. Don't worry, I got this.
Oh, God, what the? fuck are you doing? Oh god. You bloody... Okay.
My eyes.
Die then! Just get out of the damn way. Oh, no, no, not again. No! Okay.
Let's light it up.
Brain's just automatically doing things. Oh god, no.
Everybody stand back.
You're not killing my healer. I kinda need him.
Torn to oblivion. Beg for mercy.
Oh.
Flood of frost. Shudder. I'm going in. Eye for an eye. Inazuma shines eternal.
There we go.
Ymir crumbles before me.
And you give me the wrong mats. It's a good thing I stockpiled an absolute shit ton of Dream Solvent. I'm gonna have to test in my own time next week how effective an Electro-built team will actually work in this instance, since it might have just been the way I noticed it, since in the end she dealt a lot of damage, so I could actually use my Electro comp for this. I thought she'd have full-on Electro resistance, I'll be real, since in the story she was completely resistant to it. And I'd assume, realistically, the god would be immune to it, but hey, whatever, I will take it. Let's go to... I just need to convert the mats and give Yaimiko something nice. And yes, I enjoyed it. Since I'm on stream, I could just real quickly get the remaining mats I kinda need to buff Yaimiko to get the last sort of skill levels I can. Since apparently I miscalculated how many of the sword hilts I needed, which is kind of annoying because it means I have to go get more. Let's go with... this one. Yes. It's these ones. The meaning of aeons. Oh, God. Thanks, game, for the pin. What the hell are you? Oh. Oh, yeah, I did get a constellation for you. Okay. Bennett. Bennett, you are never getting your C6, okay? I wish the game, you could switch off notifications for it too, because I'm not a bloody masochist. I don't want to lose my buffing ability on all of my teams. I'm not insane. Yet. I love the fox. Let's go for... This is the most realistic one. But yeah, it's this one. I need a few more. That's annoying. I thought I was done farming. Apparently not. And yes, I enjoyed.
Deer is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and
I enjoyed it
unchanging.
greatly. It was a great story quest. Okay, let's just real quickly go here, heal, swap my team comp, and then I'm going to have to manually seek out other creatures to murder. The debate is, do I restart stream? Since it's only 7 PM where I am, so I could get away with doing Yaimiko's today as well. Just it means I would not be streaming tomorrow at all. Which, to be fair, might actually suit me better because I do have a lot on tomorrow. If I am gonna stream again after and do Yaimiko's, I'd probably at least want a short break to get something to eat. I haven't done anything since I got home. Let's swap to first off. I'll firstly farm the little bit of stuff I need. To be fair, I could use, what's it called? My brain's just not wanting to do what it needs to right now. I could exchange Stardust for it. To be fair, that's a very valid solution, just at the same time, I don't want to waste resources I can dedicate towards something else. After all, I'm gonna eventually need to farm them anyway. I'll go murder things with Miko. It's a good way to spend the time. I really want a weapon, but I also don't want the drawbacks of not getting it, which would mean a lot of primos dying. I did roll slightly, though. I can't pretend that I didn't, but...
Personally, I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite beautiful.
Let's have a quick look how far I am off of pity. If I'm close enough, I might go for 1. I doubt I'm close enough, though. 6... 12... Yeah, I'm not close at all. My pull amount is not that big. So let's just quickly let the game do the maths. 71 pulls. I need Kazuha, so risking pulling on that weapon depletes my savings. And there's a chance that the 50-50 wouldn't be nice to me either. Ugh. And the thing is, the weapon banner will come back around. It might take a little bit, but it has more likelihood of reappearing as a weapon choice than the characters do of reappearing. Damn it.
But alas, that is simply not the way the world works.
Don't worry, even if it doesn't work that way, we're gonna murder things, it'll be fine. I forgot to change your wings. I don't have the KFC wings either that would perfectly suit your outfit. 'Tis a shame. Oh well. Look at the tail that briefly appeared. While I remember, I'll just quickly change her wings. Let's think on the wing glider I want for you. Oh, that one. The gold works. The gold works, because I want to keep these exclusive to A because they're absolutely perfect for her. The gold works, so I'm gonna go gold. We're just going on a trip to murder things. Don't mind me. We can play around with the damage output of the fox. Hey there, buddy. Are you ready to die?
Right now. Emerge. Right now.
And I get the little cloud from this weapon.
Right here. Emerge. Right now. Emerge. No, my sword! Witness the power of Gugwa! Now you shall perish!
That damage output from my Raiden Shogun, though. It does not screw around. Ever. Where the hell are you?
Illusion shattered.
Not here. Why is it still visible here? Cancel navigation, and fine, I'll just roam the island and murder them passively. If the game won't be nice and show me their location, I'll just torment them. Speaking of which, die.
Let's get down to business.
There is no let's light it up.
Rain outlines your fate right now. Emerge.
To the ferry.
Okay, we get an idea of the fire rate here. No. Bad fox. If I'm gonna need to keep an eye on these. It's nice that she shares a map with Kazuha. I used to know exactly where these things spawn, and now I've just...
Everybody stand back.
Emerge.
By triggering the skill more, though, the unfortunate part is I repeatedly trigger the
Right here.
the rate she's gaining for her ultimate. Oh, okay, that's the extent of her range. I don't use catalysts normally, so...
I'm always watching.
That was cute. You can see it.
Right now. Emerge.
It's a shame this set doesn't work incredibly well on her, because it actively interferes with how she gains power from her ultimate. Give. I see you. Let's see if I can one-shot all of you. Don't worry about it. I one-shot most of you. Nah. Okay, it missed one. Fine. There we go. I did not miss the farming routine. No, actually, something I need to check real quick. Okay, currently it's not available. I'm gonna need to do that at some point. I intentionally held off in order to see what she was like when I got her. Her eyes, stunning though, but not the point. I was wondering if the book event, when about that starts, because I need increased mats. Though, actually, this unlocks the possibility of something. Indulge me for testing something before I end stream for this quest, at least. Because we know Miko's talent ability exchanges the book mats if you increase different kinds. I'm gonna passively use it on other books to see how many I can get out of it. How actively it'll proc. Because I could actually get more mats I need for this fox. Because I do actually need some of her books still. Because that was the only farming I didn't go nuts on because it's a lot. There's the chance it could have failed. And I didn't want to lose resources. But as you can see, I've got some I can exchange. So I want this one. 25% chance. Let's hope it proves valuable. Turn them into the right type. Or not. Not you. This one. It gave me one of the right typing. The proc odds are not fantastic, but it's happening regularly enough. This is the one where it counts. Nice. So if you have a bunch of pent-up amounts of things you don't want, just do this. Miko will potentially troll you or give you what you're actually after. And this is... I need to leave those alone. I can't convert them all because I still need some. Let's just double check something with her. Let's see her dialogue, actually. The kitsune spirits sealed in the branches are all Yakan, who stoop to preying upon humans. The Yakan are 2 grids lower than us Sky Kitsune, and so I hardly see a problem with asking that they do my bidding. Now, that doesn't mean that you humans should go learning from our grading systems, no indeed. And as for which of us Kitsune are human, it's higher up in the pecking order. Heh, wouldn't you like to know? We know the foxes are higher. Nope. This one. Only at times like these will Yai reveal her Sky Kitsune form and wield lightning itself. None have seen Lady Guji's tales and lived to tell the story. So remember, as far as you are concerned, Lady Yai does not have a tail. Well, yeah, sure. You don't worry about it. Okay, I only need 9 of them, though. Now sacrifice the others. And 10% chance of receiving double the product or refund a portion of the crafting materials, because I don't want to convert these ones. So, maybe the 25% chance, since Eula's is too low to be reliable. One, and... And that's all we're getting. I know I need a lot more books, unfortunately for me. Let's have a quick check on how many of the other mat I can get just to get that skill up to 6 at least. 3. Meh. I'm so debating on exchanging for them, but I can just farm them, so there's really no point. So I will stop streaming for now, and maybe stream again in... I'll stream again in the next hour, so I'll give it around 25 minutes, and then I'll do Yaimiko's.
Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading.
So if you guys had fun, I'd appreciate if you liked and subscribed, and I'll be back at some point soon. I'll notify on the Discord, so if you're not there, I'd recommend joining in. And yes, lots of Genshin today, but tomorrow I probably won't be making any content at all. I'll probably want a break, some time to myself. It's like, even after I finish streaming the iMiko content, I actually have stuff I need to do before tomorrow, just so it's not lingering over for tomorrow. So, I will see you guys soon. Take care, and if you don't return for the iMiko one, then it was nice knowing you for today. Bye, everyone.